A very good morning to my fellow listeners, the panel of judges, and my friends and my beloved teachers. Thanks for spending your time listening to my book review, and I hope you'll stick until to the end of this video. Well, let's begin with the short intro of myself. My name is Kerrthika Govindasamy Sanjan, and I'm from SMK TAMAN KLANG UTAMA, and I'm 16 years old, and I've born on 16 September 2005. So on this auspicious day, I would like to share my opinion about my favorite book called On a Beautiful Day, written by Lucy Diamond. Let's snip a bit into a short introduction about the connection between me and this writer. So Lucy Diamond book was the first book that made me feel mesmerized and hallucinate about reading, and that's when I started reading 489 pages, and till today reading is one of my hobby. So the way she has written her book is just way too magical, and I believe in the art of writing after reading several books later on. This book is my second time reading another book from her extensive collection. Lucy Diamond is also known as the Sunday Times best-selling author. Lucy Diamond had born on 1970 in Nottingham, United Kingdom. This writer had brought up the latest looks at how life changes immediately for a circle of 4 close friends. Well, let me start with a short summary of this book. It's a beautiful day in the British city of Manchester, and 4 friends are meeting each other after 7 years of gap for a birthday celebration. Unfortunately, they ended up witnessing a shocking accident just meters away from their restaurant. This incident triggers different feelings and varying reactions for every 4 women. After several years, a tragic incident forces them to confront secrets they have hid from each other for 7 years. The 4 friends has faced many problems after the horrible accident. Furthermore, A Beautiful Day unfolds very skillfully. We have 4 different viewpoints. Lucy Diamond provides 4 contrasting lead characters. Let me introduce for all of these 4 characters. Each woman has their own comprehensive backstory. All of these 4 women has their very own background stories. Let me introduce with the 4 characters. First of all, we have Eve, who has been trying to ignore the worrying lump in her body, feels helpless day by day and getting messier. She's just out of control. Secondly, we have Laura, a wake-up call to had a ticking of a biological clock. Next, we have Jo, the third one, who finds herself throwing caution to the wind in her new relationship. Lastly, we have Indy, a happy-go-lucky girl who is worried about one of the accidents that have been long buried and a threatening secret that she has to reveal in front of 4 of their friends. On the other side, whenever I'm reading about the character in this book, each and every chapter, I feel I am inside the book. I go to my very own magical world whenever I get to read every single chapter. For an example, if the chapter is about Laura, I get into Laura. If the chapter is about Jo, I can see myself as Jo when after 20 years of time, probably. So, Lucy Diamond presents a well-observed character set. Although the women were all connected by friendship, they all have their very own particular life and distinct personalities. All women should be able to shape themselves in these characters. For me, a character that's closest to my heart is always Laura. I warmed Laura. Literally, when I was reading her story upon, I was crying. My tears were coming out, dropping out of my eyes, and I was literally crying when I was reading about Laura. My heart broke into pieces for poor Laura, and my heart sank as Laura's dream of motherhood and marriage are crushed together after the tragic accident. I was keen to see how things would pan out for Laura at the end, which encouraged me to stick until the end of this novel. That is the question mark, because that's the only thing that motivates me that I have to read this book, because I want to know what happened to Laura at the end of this novel, which is, it's a very treasurable incident, and I really like the climax, and I feel that is the suitable climax to end with a story. So that's what I admire Lucy Diamond for her writing. She has the incredible writing style of herself. On a Beautiful Day gently reminds us that each day is truly gifted. Besides that, it also delivered a captivating message to look at the work in a new way by encouraging me to seize my day. And I'm sure when you get a chance to read this book, you will have the same feeling that I had. I admire Lucy Diamond for having a courage to base her novel on a real world events. She provides the reader with an introspective look at the pressure faced by modern women today. I felt really satisfied with the final decision that the author had taken until the end of the novel, as I told just now. The end of this book is uplifting, which was welcome after the touches of sadness of each of the characters. They all has faced problems. All of these 4 characters has faced all of these 4 kinds of problems. Even they have happiness they share together. They have sadness they share together. Whatever is there, the bonding I have studied in this book is very important. The friendship is so much important between these 4 women, and I think I can personally relate that into my life, because for me friendships and friends are very important, because a person who I can have a shoulder to cry, a person who I can share everything is obviously a friend. I can be obviously sharing everything. On an individual note, my own experience with this novel left me feeling changed, and my mindset adjusted by what I had witnessed with this foursome in Manchester. When a book moves your point of view, you know that's the good one, because this book had changed my point of view by looking at these stories, and I felt really satisfied and happy after reading this climax, after reading at the end of this book. On a Beautiful Day is a nicely presented story that examines the strength of female friendship during a tragedy. And you know, for a female, I feel friendship is very important, as they couldn't share every single stuff to anybody else. They only can share with their friends because they're too comfortable with them. If you have read Lucy Diamond's book in the past, I have no doubt you will enjoy this latest offering. For those who are new to her work, I wholeheartedly suggest On a Beautiful Day. I certainly enjoy my second turn with Miss Lucy Diamond. She has never disappointed me in any perspective. So again, thank you so much for lending me your ears until the end of this video, and I hope after you watch this video, you will get a roughly idea about this book. And if you got this book in any bookstore, do buy it. I recommend this 100% to read this book, and it's completely a family loving book, and it's funny, and it's really happy to read this book. And thank you so much, and have a good day, and stay safe guys, stay safe, and